Hello, everybody, and I am Amanda Keays, and I'm the mind, body, and soul that will be leading you on this journey today through meditation. I'm a yoga teacher at Glow Yoga Studio. I'm also an intuitive medium and a Reiki master practitioner. And so my mission is to not only help people relieve anxiety and stress, but to help them open their awareness, their higher consciousness. And so the first thing that Spirit told me to speak about today was about breathing. It seems simple. It's something that we take for granted because it's just so automatic for us. But many of us are actually breathing wrong. Sounds strange, right? Well, a lot of the clients I get, they don't realize that they're breathing mostly from the chest, or they're breathing a certain way that is actually increasing stress. So you want to think of when we are stressed, there's certain things that are happening in our body, and one of them is that our nervous system. So our sympathetic nervous system triggers, and which is like that stress response within us, and our breath becomes different. You may feel like you're breathing from the chest. Maybe you feel a little shaky. Maybe you feel dizzy. Maybe you feel like you don't know where you are. There's so many symptoms that come from this, and it can affect our health. So one of the things is that we need to breathe in through our nose. Now, by breathing in through our nose, it actually warms and filters the air that's coming in to our body. So that helps us. And then proper breathing actually begins through the nose and goes into the belly. A lot of us are breathing through the chest, and we're using our shoulders and our chest to rise up, and our neck. And that's not a part of what the breathing should be. So it should be going into the belly and feeling the belly exhale. So, you can always sit there putting one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, and just actually, your abdomen, and paying attention to what's happening. So you want to inhale and let the belly expand. Okay. And then exhale, the navel comes back to the spine. And just bring awareness to what your body's actually doing. Feeling that belly up, and then feeling it soften on the exhale. A lot of us may be doing it backwards or breathing right from our chest. And so the reason why you want to breathe from the belly is into the diaphragm. Okay, the diaphragm contracts, the belly expands into your lungs, filling it with air. And this is the most efficient way to breathe for us. It increases oxygen to your cells, and it slows down the heart rate and helps to relax you. It's going to help trigger our parasympathetic nervous system, which is what we want, that is in charge of rest and digest. And so the chest breathing can also trigger, stress signals. And so the other thing that I notice with many people is that when they're breathing, I say, okay, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And sometimes it goes like this. And it's so stressed. And what you really want to do is inhale, out in a sigh. Again. Doing it with me. One more time. And just feeling that relaxation just by letting out that sigh. So just a couple tips for you during this time, if you're feeling a lot of anxiety and fear, is to just be mindful. I'm feeling so stressed, I'm feeling anxiety. Okay. Focus on the breath. Listen to the breath. Feel your heartbeat. Put your hand on your heart and your stomach, and just feel those sensations of your belly rising, your lungs expanding, and your chest. Now, you don't want your, rising so much. Just feeling your chest kind of come up and soften. Okay, so today I'm doing another meditation with you that I've created myself, and this one is very heart-centered. We will be trying to connect with our higher self or our spirit guide or our loved ones. And this is so important in a time like this. If you didn't know, we are actually all intuitive and we can all connect to this. It's all within us. And what I try to do is guide you. All of you have the key to healing yourself. And I just want to be the guide to show you that way. And you can take from it what you want to heal yourself, for better breathing, for opening up your intuition that we all have inside, which helps us to see the world more clearly, people, situations, everything around us. And so we'll begin. I would love for you just to lie down. You can stay in a seated position if you would like as well, an easy pose. And if you just want to lie down on your bed or your couch or wherever you're comfortable with a pillow and a blanket and just get totally comfortable and start listening to your breath. Just breathing in and maybe holding it just for a moment and letting it all out. You might want to start with the inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, just a few times to begin. Just letting go, coming back to your regular breath through your nose. You might want to put your hand on your heart and on your belly just to begin, and just feeling the waves of your body and the motions that are happening. And just bringing awareness to your belly and feeling the belly rise on the inhale. And feeling the navel slowly come back towards the spine on the exhale. Moving up to the ribs and feeling them expand on the inhale and slowly fall back together on the exhale. Now moving up to your heart center, feeling your heartbeat, knowing that you are always connected to the universe, connecting back to your body, your mind, and your soul in this moment. Feeling your chest rise slightly and then soften on the exhale. Now feeling the belly rise, the lungs expand, the heart rise, and then chest softens, the ribs come back together, and the belly softens. Every inhale, you imagine this beautiful white light coming in through the breath, through the nose, down the throat, and into the lungs. And as you exhale, just surrendering down, letting your body relax. Just letting go of anything that has happened in the past because you no longer live there. Not stressing about anything in the future because it hasn't even happened yet. And just being present in this moment. And now using your mind to scan your body, going from head to toe, noticing any tension, any emotions feeling stuck or blocked in one area, because they could be anywhere in your body. There's no right or wrong here. And maybe as you imagine it, you see it as a dark fog or a smoke in that area of your body. And on the exhale, I want you to imagine that smoke coming out through your nose, releasing through the roof, into the sky, in the clouds, and into the universe, just releasing from you. Leaving all your anxieties and your fear, any anger, negativity behind you. Starting to tune in and raise that positive energy as you breathe deeply. So first, we're going to protect our energy, protect us from any negative thoughts or feelings from those who surround us, because they can cling to us like glue and affect us in their own way. And just bringing awareness to your heart center once more. Imagining this beautiful emerald green color there as a flower or a sphere of light, or maybe a crystal, whatever is right for you. Just letting your mind flow, letting go of any resistance, visualizing this green color in your mind at your heart center. And this is your heart chakra, which vibrates in the color of green. This is extremely powerful. And it is the bridge between our lower chakras, our outer worlds, our connection to the earth, and our inner worlds, our more divine chakras connecting us to the universe. And just by bringing awareness there with our thoughts and our emotions, this raises the frequency, the electromagnetic field around the heart. Because our thoughts and our emotions are energy in motion, and they are more powerful than you know. And I invite you to see this beautiful green starting to move through every cell of your body ever so gently, and every breath you take, it starts moving and helping you relax even more. It moves through all of your chest, flowing into your shoulders, into your neck and your throat, and maybe your shoulders just relax a little more. We hold so many burdens here. It flows into the back of your head and the sides and the top, and flowing into your forehead, releasing any tension there. Flowing into your eyelids and just feeling how good it feels just to relax your eyelids in this moment. It flows into every muscle of your face, and it flows into your jaw, and maybe your molars part just slightly, and your tongue falls from the top of your mouth. You see this green radiating and flowing into your arms all the way to your fingertips. And your hands soften, flowing into your abdomen and swirling around all of your organs, flowing down your spine through all of your back and just letting it relax any tension. Flowing into the hips, the pelvis, into the legs, past the knees, flowing all the way to your feet until you feel or sense or see this energy, this light from the heart center, through every bone, through every organ, through every gland, through all of your being, radiating within you. Feeling that love and feeling that healing. This light within you starts radiating all the way outside of you, wrapping you in this beautiful cocoon of light. The green light forming all around you, and then maybe another layer of this beautiful white, keeping you protected, keeping you safe, and just noticing and sensing what it feels like to be in this cocoon of light, your sacred place, how safe you feel, the warmth, the love, feeling that. And just knowing that you are always protected in this space, that you can come back to this space whenever you wish. Doing this every day. And now that you are protected in this sacred space, let me take you on this journey. You're just becoming more and more relaxed with every breath. Seeing yourself from your point of view. Looking down at your clothing and noticing that you are bundled up in a warm winter jacket, boots, hat, scarf, mitts. What do you see? What does it look like? What are you wearing? And as you look around, in front of you and all around you, you see this beautiful winter scenery. The snow is glistening in the light. There's a forest all around you. The sun is shining. You feel the warmth on your skin. You feel cool air on your face. What do you see? What do you sense? What do you smell? You look ahead and you see this path through the snow. start hiking your way through the trees. You hear the crunch of the snow underneath your boots. Maybe you hear the birds in the trees. Just looking at this beautiful mystical forest sparkling with this white fluffy snow. It almost looks like it's out of a painting. You breathe in the fresh air, the scent of pine trees. Through the trees, you see the contrast of the bright red feathers of the cardinals singing in the branches. And as you keep walking, you suddenly come across a sculpture in the woods. And it's covered in snow. So you can't quite make it out at first. And you stop to clean off the snow with your mitts. And notice it has your name on it. And now I want you to open your mind. Let your mind flow. Letting this sculpture come to life, painting it with your mind. That this sculpture is representative of the old you, of the past, of your fears, of your limiting beliefs, the things that you need to let go of. And this could be a sculpture of anything. Is this stress or anxiety or old beliefs that you have about yourself that aren't true, that cause you stress? What do they represent? What would they create in this sculpture? And as you take a gaze at this sculpture, you realize that this is not coming with you, that you need to keep walking forward. You need to keep traveling ahead and leave this behind. You know that what's lying ahead is so much better. And you make your way along, walking along the path once more. And you suddenly spot a clearing in the woods, and in the snow, in this clearing, you see this cozy little rustic cottage with the glow of a fire shining warmth through the window. The smoke from the chimney is swirling into the air, and you're not quite sure who lives there, but you feel this strong pull towards it. You feel that somehow you've been here before, that you need to go to this place. Walking through the snow, you get to the door, but it opens. like it was waiting for you to arrive. And you look inside and you smell fresh baked cookies and maybe coffee in the air. Letting whatever smells come to mind, whatever comforting smells are right for you. What do you smell? There's this beautiful kitchen in this old cottage. And you start to take off your coat and your boots and your mitts and your hats, laying them aside. And as you turn to look to your right, you notice a couch and a chair and a fireplace, radiating warmth, feeling so safe in this place. And you see that someone is sitting in the chair, but you can't quite make out who they are, but you know, you feel safe, you know them. And in this chair is your spirit guide, an angel, or a loved one who may have passed that has come here to help you during this time, that wants to communicate with you, maybe even your higher self. And our spirit guides are with us from birth, helping guide us even if we can't communicate with them. They may communicate in many different ways that we may not even notice. And now this is the time for you to connect. And maybe they just look like a being of light. And that's okay. Maybe that's how they look. Letting go of resistance. Maybe you start to see their features as they get up from the chair. Maybe you start to see their hair, the features of their face, their clothing. Letting this come into your mind. Letting go of resistance, and that it's just your imagination. But it's not. They may communicate through thought or symbols, or maybe it's just a sensation that you feel in your body or your mind through thought. Letting whatever comes come. They tell you that they've been waiting for you. They may be hard to pinpoint, but you may know them from another life or even this life. Just letting whatever you see be right for you. You feel warmth and love from this spirit. And they want you to sit down with them. They invite you to sit on the couch beside them. And they hand you a beautiful crystal in your hand. And they ask you to hold this crystal tightly. It's shaped like a heart. And they want you to discuss all of the things that you are letting go of today. Any of the old limiting beliefs you have about yourself, the beliefs that you have right now during this time about the world. any stress or anxiety that you are facing about anything. This is what they are here for. And they want to listen to you and communicate with you. And even if it's just you speaking, that's okay. Again, they may speak in thoughts, images, feelings, sensations, and just letting whatever come to you. I'll leave you here for a little while just to communicate with them for a little bit. Now that you've had a little bit of time to speak with your angels or guides or loved one, knowing that you can do this at any time, coming back to this space, asking them for wisdom and listening to those senses and thoughts and feelings within you. It's time to give back the heart crystal. And when you open your hand, you realize that this crystal has turned to black. This is all the negativity that you've been holding on to, the negative energy sitting within your body, blocking your energy from flowing freely. It is transferred from your hand into this heart crystal. And you give it back to the spirit guide, and they take it from you. They take these burdens from you now and shower you with love, feeling it permeate your mind and body and soul. Maybe you feel a tingling or warmth throughout your body. And they take this crystal and they go to the door And from their hands, they turn this black heart into ashes. And the ashes fall to the earth, melting into the ground. They let you know that Mother Earth has taken this front, helping you free room within you for the beautiful feelings, emotions, and things that you want in your life. And maybe as you breathe into your heart, your chest feels more free, where you hold that anxiety. You feel light as a feather. You embrace them with a hug, taking away the pain and the stress and anxiety. And it's time to say goodbye so you can make your journey back. And maybe before you leave, they give you a gift. Letting go of what's right or wrong, and it may not mean anything now, but looking up into the symbolism into it later. Or maybe you fully understand and taking that gift, remembering that gift. You get all of your things on, your coat, your boots, your hat, your mitts, to go back out into the snow. And you open the door, starting to make your way out on your path. But you notice that suddenly it's this beautiful summer's day. The flowers have blossomed. The grass is green. The trees are flourishing. And as you're walking, you rip off that jacket and you rip off that hat and those mitts, and you just free yourself, feeling so free, so light. Breathing in the fresh air, the scent of the flowers, butterflies, birds flying in the air, the buzzing of the bees. And you make your way back to the beginning. And as you close your eyes, keeping these feelings contained within you, knowing you can come back to this space when you like. Just breathing and coming back to this body. Breathing deeper. Feeling your belly rise and soften with each breath. Starting to bring awareness to your fingers and your toes and wiggling them gently. Starting to rotate your wrists and your ankles. And then bringing your feet together and your hands above and just taking a nice big stretch. And then when you're ready, awakening and opening your eyes to the world. Feeling shifted, feeling a release. I want to thank you so much for letting me experience this with you today. And if you would like more things like this, just keep watching. I'll be posting more tips, more meditations for things to help you cope with fear and anxiety and stress, and to open your intuition to know that there is more to this world than what we see with our two eyes. Namaste.